Tuesday the 27th. Number one, CNS News. The Democrats are suing, by the way, moving these seats around. CNS News, Pelosi, quote, recommit building to a future of hope, peace, and freedom for all the world's children. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, a communist from California, put out a statement on Saturday in remembrance of the Armenians who died in the mass murder perpetrated on the Armenian people by the Ottoman Empire. Quote, history teaches us that if we ignore the darkest chapters, we are destined to witness the horrors of the past be repeated. She is such a smart woman. Ecclesiastes 1:9 says the thing which has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. There's no new thing under the sun. Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And Isaiah 46:9 and 10 says, remember the former things of old, because I'm God. There's none else. I am God, and there's none like me, declaring the end from the beginning. And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel, my word shall stand. Number two, the trumpet. China's new app lets citizens report others for uttering mistaken opinions. It's nothing new for an authoritarian nation to weaponize its citizens against each other. But technology could make the strategy chillingly effective. The Chinese Communist Party has launched a new app that allows citizens to report each other to authorities for expressing mistaken opinions about the government. The app gives Chinese citizens an active role in identifying malicious people, distorting facts, and confusing others. The Cyberspace Administration of China said in a statement about the product published on April 9th, quote, for a while now, some people with ulterior motives have spread historically false statements online, maliciously distorting, slandering, and denying party, national, and military history in an attempt to confuse people's thinking. See, they're all Democrats over there in China. Matthew 24:3. The disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of your coming, and of the end of the age? And Jesus answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 9. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations, that's ethnic groups, for my name's sake. He's made us one blood of all nations, right? We are a different ethnic group. But all the ethnic groups, all these people that are stuck in the black and the white and the Asian and so forth, they're all going to hate us. They are. Amen. They'll hate you for his name's sake. He said, then shall many, that's most, be offended. That means they'll trip and fall, and they shall betray one another. In Mark 13:3 says, Peter, James, and John and Andrew asked him privately, saying, tell us when these things shall be, and what will be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled. Jesus answering began to say to them, take heed, that means look at, lest any man deceive you. For most shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many, or most. Mark 13:12. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. Do you see where this app's going to be used? And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Mark chapter 13, verse 22. False Christs and false prophets shall arise. That's false teachers in 2 Peter 2:1. And shall show signs and wonders to seduce, to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. But take you heed. Look at and perceive. Behold, I, Jesus Christ, highlight this, have foretold you all things. Jesus himself has warned us. National Public Radio, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says, if you're vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask outdoors unless you're in a crowd. Don't you feel like a third grader? Yeah. I'm sorry, third graders. Any third graders in here? Unless you're in a crowd, such as attending a live performance, a sporting event, or parade. People are considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after receiving the second dose of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines, or 2 weeks after the single dose of Johnson & Johnson shot. If you're vaccinated, things are much safer for you, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said. If you are fully vaccinated and want to attend a small outdoor gathering with people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated, or dine at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households, the science shows you can do so safely unmasked. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to your trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely called so, which some professing have erred concerning faith. I know God. I know what he said. I believe him. Amen? They've erred from faith. Ouch. He said, grace, that's divine influence, be with you, Timothy. Amen. Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you, lead you astray, or seduce you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the fundamental principles of any art or science of the world, and not after Christ, the anointed one.